That night, Pierre returns home, but sleep does not come. His thoughts chase each other in endless circles. Why did he do this? Why did he fight for a woman he does not even love? He paces his dimly lit room, tormented by the truth he had tried to ignore. Helene, always cold, always distant. He remembers Anatole, her own brother, pressing a kiss to her bare shoulder as she laughed, unbothered. He remembers her voice, indifferent, telling him she would never carry his child. And yet, he had told himself he loved her, forced himself to believe it. Morning arrives, and Pierre knows what he must do. He cannot stay. Not in Moscow. Not in this marriage. He orders his things packed. St. Petersburg awaits. A new beginning. A fresh start. But before he can leave, Helene arrives. She stands before him, as stunning as ever, but her eyes are cold. There is no remorse in her expression, only scorn. She mocks him. Dolokhov, she says, was clever, charming, everything Pierre is not. If only Pierre had been more like him, perhaps she would have stayed. And then she makes her demand. If Pierre is leaving, she will only need her share of the wealth. Pierre does not want to argue any longer. He complies. What does it matter? He hands it all over. His lands, his fortune, everything in Russia now belongs to her. And then, without another word, he steps into his carriage. Moscow fades behind him. Ahead, the unknown. Pierre Bezukhov has lost everything, his home, his wealth, his marriage. But perhaps, in losing it all, he has finally found something greater. Freedom. What awaits him in St. Petersburg? Only time will tell.